Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you part 2 of my Shelves and Sorcery No Magic playthrough. And today we'll be continuing where we left off with the second store that I'm currently forgetting the name of. So, where we left off was we'd sectioned all of the store out into little areas, and we've just been working through them while trying to sort out these potions to figure out which ones have like 4 of the same type, which ones have 3, which ones are only 2, so on and so forth. But yeah. Let me just check everything is working properly. Yep, seems to be. So, let's just continue on. Let's get all the crystals. You also go to that end of the shop. There really isn't much in this, little section. And there's more than 5 books, okay. Manasite was the one we didn't have. Blue, white. Oops. Might help if I aimed at the right shelf. Maya berry, that's on the back. There we go. I know I walked over a book. Or 3. Or 4. Yeah, let's just do the books now. Probably classified I had down with Blood Magic, Book of Magic Revised, So You Angered a Druid was that one. Panic, Blood Magic, Spiderweb was over here, I think, there. 5 more minutes, Book of Desires, Crystal Magic, Focus Harder, and another Druid book. Okay, cool. Let's get all of these. Didn't think that was everything. Okay. You go there. Blue thread, black wool, white wool, yellow scale, mist, pink scale, blue scale. Now for the veggies and berries. And I do see that mocha scale right there. I'll grab it if I have enough room. There it is. So we should be able to finish this store in today's stream. Like, there shouldn't be 3 hours left of work. Where were you? You were over here. Eggplant, onion, orange capsicum. Where are you? And the like dehydrated broccoli. Oops, missed a carrot. Okay, let's see, where do we have these? I know there was the red and the green ones, so you're right there. You are somewhere over there. You're on a shelf. You are Did I put you on a shelf? Yes. You're down there. You're on a shelf. Turtle power was down there. Aztec one. Twist glass. You're there. You are over here. The heart one. Where did I put this? I think it was on the bottom shelf. Yep. You, I think, were a one I put in the center, yeah? Yes. So we now have two of these ones. And you, we had orange of in at least. Did I put these on a shelf? Yes, yes I did. Go back over there. You're on a shelf. And you were down the bottom there. Okay, well, that's another section already done. Thought that was a veggie. Okay, we've got green tomato, reddish potato, red capsicum, green tomato, red onion. Oops. And the purple one, nice. Okay, books now. Half tempted to up my reach. Not my reach, my speed. What was Book of Destinies? It was here, yeah? Ah, yes. There's our final... I was correct about there being 3 of those. Gems of the Season was over here, yeah? Yeah. Minimalism was there. Nope. Where was minimalism? Do I have the minimalism series? Gonna put that down there just in case. You're up there. Had no wildflowers. Elder Tree is... That's the last one of those. Original hardcover was... Going off of the front of the book, I think? Yes, with the history. So... We're looking for a second white book that we don't seem to have on here. Okay, so we've got the second minimalism book here, and there's just that one, I guess, which I'm pretty sure is Another Nature's Secrets, and then that's all the books done. It's not too bad in terms of organization. I also saw another garlic, another squash, or orange eggplant. Let's go with the tough scales and you. There. Having everything we found on a shelf is nice in the sense that we definitely do get a lot more money by just being able to put everything away. So I sort of do want these put away as soon as possible, but... Because how many shelves do we have left? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. So 52 shelves left. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So there's still 5 more potion types that we have to find. Assuming that I know how to count. Which sometimes is questionable. We'll do the put the berries away and then we'll grab up the little toys. You with this one. Hey Nick, welcome in. Congrats on unlocking all the Smash characters. Little mini ballista. I can't jump over this railing yet. Mayaberry. Velvet Frost. Why'd I say it like that? Velvet Frost. Instead of just Velvet Frost. Hope you're enjoying playing years 5 to 7. I do have to say I'd probably prefer 1 to 4. But both of the games are up there in my like top LEGO games. The mandrakes, yeah, understandable. Just beeline for the singing mandrake extra. Surely that's not too hard and also isn't annoying as all hell, he says sarcastically. Final one is this caged. Oops. There we go. 14 minutes in and we've already cleared up 2 of the sections. Of course, the sections had barely anything in them, but let's look on the bright side. Hey, we found the second minimalism book. Blood magic, dragon survival, some even less. Guess the tree was that one. Kraken. Passion Flower Appreciation was that one. Great Things Await is this one. Where goes there. Tiny Hallowed Night. Polygonomics. Rocks was down there. Forgotten History Guest. Go to Humans and... Okay. Still missing one book. Yellow Knight. Gotta be getting close to the end of that. Book of Secrets is here. Original hardcover. Revised. Is that a dragon? Book of Secrets is... Nope, wrong one. Where did I put Nature's Secrets? There. Tree sounds. That's glass is here. I mean, the Three Brothers level wouldn't be as bad if you could skip that sequence in free play. Because there's absolutely nothing to collect in it, so... Or if it was like a cutscene, that would also work. Because I don't mind going around the Lovegood house. Botany for Greedy Wizards was there. But to be fair, there are also some stinkers in years 1 to 4, because that Chasing Dobby one that leads to the hospital wing. Not a fan of that one. Yeah, and then sometimes you throw them on the correct angle and they just get blocked for no reason. Oops. Keep forgetting there's no jump in here. Orange, black, blue, light green. Big veggies. Hey, there's one of our missing potions. About reach again. Yeah, we finally got our last big veggie as well. I completely lost... There it is. I was about to say I lost where that crystal I found was. The thing about upping our reach is that it means we don't have to walk as far to throw throw things away, which is also how this snowballs into being quicker and quicker, even without using the powers. Took me 3 tries, but I got the potato. Spud. Yeah, screw it, we'll grab berries now. Now, these ones I'm not going to do what I do in the third area, which is try and reach through the shelves to put them away. You'll see what I mean if we get to the third area today, but... You were down there. You're under me. Peach. Really, I don't need the last level of reach, because as you saw, I can already reach everything while standing on the top of the berries. If I stand here, I can... Yeah. Oops. So I might go for speed next. That one. In which case, let's up that twice now. I'm not seeing any more berries. Doesn't mean there aren't any more. There's another book there. So you've been bitten goes there. Can you get up? Thank you. What's next, Jams? Jam. Now, I was looking at other games like this to potentially get and play, because I was interested in doing the VHS store one. Unfortunately, they used AI art for the like VHS box covers, so I'm not going to be playing that one. Because in my mind, and I admit this is even probably a problematic take, but I sort of have some leeway considering I am a coder myself. Using AI art to, not AI art, using AI to like help code is different from using it to help design things. Because I'll let you know a secret. When I was going through my uni course for game dev, we were told by the instructor of the actual game development course, the one focused on what I was wanting to do, that a lot of coders and that, even in a professional setting, they don't know everything. Like, they copy their code and then refit it from like things on Google. Like they're constantly Googling how to do things and then just copying that and making it work in their own. So using AI to just generate that at the same rate is still problematic because of how fucked the infrastructure for AI is. Like if they could do it in a way that didn't destroy everything about society, they'd be much better, but there's a lot of difference between that and generative AI. Which is why I was okay playing one of the games that I have. I think it was the puzzle one, actually. Or it was this one. I don't think it was the library one. But yeah. So that's why I was okay with playing that. But I'm not going to do something with AI art. Because I'll let you in on a secret. I would much rather play a game with very shitty art made by a person than something that looks immaculate that was made by a computer. One, you're not going to get anything that looks immaculate made by a computer. But two, at least the human tried. And if it's a matter of not having money, because these are very small games, probably made by smaller individual people, you put that in as a placeholder, and then, considering these sell for, like, hey look, it's actually $8 for each of these games. Once you have enough sales, then you can go back in and get someone else to, like, make the art and, like, put that as an update. Because part of the reason why I never, like, well, not never, my progress halted in terms of game development was I have no artistic creativity. I can think up ideas, I can code, I can do all of that, but I can't, like, level design or do art for any worth. And I personally do not have a reliable enough income to, like, pay for other people to do that. If I had a high sense of income, I would pay other people to do it. It's part of why my YouTube videos are rarely ever edited. Have we never had a dupe bud elixir? But I will always choose paying a person over, where do I put these? Over getting a computer to do it. I have these somewhere, don't I? Yes. And look, I'll even give a pass for, like, placeholder images that are only meant to be there during the creation of the game, but replaced before it actually comes out in full. Because I can understand wanting to be able to show the person who's actually making the art what you want it to look like. And sometimes that's really hard to get across verbally, or even through message. As long as it's taken out well before the final product ships, and then, but that's a slippery slope because there's the, well, we took out 99% of it, but one piece slipped through. And then you gotta think, okay, we'll give you leeway as because you noticed it, and when it was called out, you took it out, or well, when it was noticed, you took it out, which then turns into when it was called out, you took it out, and then that turns into, well, there's a lot more than just a couple instances in the entire game, and so on and so forth, and then, so yeah, I don't know. It's gonna keep happening, the world's getting worse, and the generative AI is a part of why. And I'm making a stance of, I will not knowingly play a game that ships with AI art and was meant to ship with AI art. Where was I putting these? Like, if it's an accidental thing, okay, I might give it a go. But the person who made it needs to own up to it and take it out without being forced. There's also the fact that I only know this because they actually put it in the disclaimer on Steam when something has AI related to it. And I'm pretty sure that is like a requirement by Steam. But I'm going to be got by ones that don't put disclaimers in. And some of those I'm not going to notice even when I'm playing it. But I'll probably stop if it ever comes out. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I ever do go back to trying to do game dev, you can rest assured that it's all going to be human made. And it'll also probably tell you that I've won big on the lotto, because that's the only way I'm probably going to have the money to fund. What was House Plans with Criminal Records? There. Ability out the tree. Seen better days. Kiss the tree. Blooming nonsense is somewhere. What is this? I know I've got this somewhere. But where? Oh well. We'll leave that there, and then when it's the last one left, we'll obviously know where it is. Spoilers ahead is Book of Destinies. Revised again. Hug the tree. The burb. Please stop climbing me. Book of Destinies, our apologies. And Insect Guide to Human. Heart, go there. Magic. Oops. I think that's all the books down this path. Spider's web was... That... Why are you on... Alright, because that's not insect related, so I decided to put it bottom. One benefit of going on that rant against generative AI is it meant I spoke enough that my throat got dry, so now I'm actually drinking while playing this game instead of getting so locked in that it passes the hour and I've barely even touched my first drink. Why I'm bothering to do this when I know I only have the big ones, but outrageous that. lot of corn in these 3 sections. Let's go berries next. I don't know why I don't have a consistent order that I do things in. Like, I feel like it would make it a lot easier. Oops. Yep, you're the other way. I always get that one and that one mixed up. I missed a potato. Missed a lot of fruit. Yep. Three berries, at least. I've probably missed more. Oops. Shove here. Maybe I do need to increase my reach more. So these carrots. Yeah, we'll hand these in because there's a lot more of everything else that I'd have to do multiple trips if I tried to grab them when I had those. There's another one there. I'm gonna leave that there. If I remember correctly, I'm still missing a couple wands. I'm surprised I haven't seen any hint of them. Let's go jams now. It really is funny watching someone else play this game. And as I'm watching them, I'm like, you've missed this, 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 and this that were very obvious. Like on the top of your pile that you were trying to collect. And then I play it myself and I'm like, how the fuck did I miss that? It was right on top. Can you go on the shelf? Thank you. I disagree with that. That one should have been on. Like, how did I miss that? Now, the only reason I should have to come back over to this side of the store from this section is when I'm doing the threads. I want to do now. And I guess the little action figure things. Yeah. Threads and toys, I guess? I'm not bothering ordering these. It never seems to work out the way I want it to anyway, so why bother? You there. Black one. White one. Now, if I look what's in my hand and see that it's only the siege weapons, you're a ballista. Or ballista, or whatever you want to call it. Should just be the ones on this shelf and the potions. And that thread there. Oops, I have 15. Another thread. And an action figure. Still not a fan of that feature in this game, where if you have your little books open, you can still click on things. Now let's naively assume that this is everything, except for the potions, and then get annoyed when it turns out to not be. You are there. Nice. Oh yeah, we found a rocket. Hey, you're done. Really am starting to think that none of these have a third one, and none of these have a fourth one. The turtles. Because I mean, sure, I think we're still missing a couple types, but they're mostly all just singular. And we're missing them because there's only like 4 of them in total. Here's another one we were missing. So I think what I'm gonna do is all of the 3s can just go on the back. And yes, I am keeping them in the green, blue, pink, red one, which is why you're down there and you're up here. I'm almost done with the violet tarnished. I know it would have made more sense to keep them on these ones, because it's probably going to take more than the 3 shelves here. Deal with them. Or maybe not. And if that's the case, then I'll actually take you. Cool. I guess let's just start putting things on shelves. Yeah. I know what to do. I'll do these on these ones. It actually works out pretty well. Don't know why that happened. I was pointed at the shelf, but again, I'm doing this purely for me. It does nothing to influence the game. Oops. How the fuck you go all the way over there? Thought you were going on this one. Why did I do that? Go. Now we can just start filling everything else up with 2s. These I'm not going to bother with sorting or anything. Turtles. You were the blue one. Which means you're actually first. By sorting, I mean I'm not like putting specific types next to each other. It's still going to be like... And when it comes to things that are multicolored, I am going on the actual ball part. Not the, like, casing. So, Azure, Verdant. Because Verdant means green, in case you didn't know. Or at least is often associated with things that are green. Okay. Ingredients are the red ones. It is a little weird that some of the green ones look yellow and some of the red ones look yellow. Oops. Why do you insist on doing this? Now, obviously, I'm not going to have enough sets of 2 to make this all neat. Because why would the game let that happen? Because we got... One sec. Oops. I wanted to put all the, like, singular ones under here, but there are too many singular ones for that. So aren't you... one of the 4 ones? Yeah. Why I was putting those over there. Actually... because we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Top, across, and the center one. Is there a way I can make this work? Take 2 of those to fill out the back, leaving just the middle here. Then I take one of you to fill out the middle there, and then we just got one that's different. Yeah, sure. We'll do it that way. Aged ones. Good ones. Here I thought it was being nice to me with how well these and the 3 ones lined up. But no. I'm also half expecting it to be that we're still 1 short, and it turns out that it's a, turns one of these into a 3. Oh great, now I had the hiccups. Or I had 2 hiccups, I guess. Oh wait, we've got this. I forgot about these. These are a 2. Actually, so we just have 1 that's different. regardless, we had one that was different. There are 3 shelves, that's how that works. We're still missing 2 potion types. How annoying is this gonna make it? Just in case. Which one's getting a 3rd? Oh wait. That was one of them. There. What are these? Aren't these a 4-1? Yes. I just somehow missed that. They're on the back, aren't they? You are also on the back. You were also on the back. You're a 3. Oops. Have you on the front? Guess not. Oh hey, I missed a mouse. You wanna know what would be worse than one of these getting a 3? One of them getting a 4th. You were a 3. You were a 2. I think you're on the back. Problem is, with everything on the shelf now, I don't know where they all are. Pick that up, thank you. So I got through all of them. eggs were on the back, weren't they? Yes. This one was. Yep. Almost done with this section. I was about to say, was that a third one of those? Okay, final batch from this section. There it is. And luckily, it actually evens us out. Game was actually nice. There we go. That is as neat as we can make it. Now, okay, yes, obviously there are other things we could do to, like, neaten it up, like, with ones with similar names near each other, but I'm not going to go that far. But that does mean that everything except for one book type is on the shelves. Really want to see. Blooming Nonsense. I swear we had some of those. I'm starting to think that maybe that was in my other one. guess. Put that there for now, and if we come across something else that doesn't have a spot, obviously that's in. I've missed that somewhere. Yeah, there's another wand. Doing books though. Got in history. Oops. Silence. Revised again. 5 more minutes. Is that one. Minimalism. Still magics. Don't eat poisons. What were you there? In there. It's only symmetrical. Here, wasn't it? Get on the shelf. I don't know if I put them on the right shelf. Cool, we've got all of that one. One more game is... So it's... Desires are by themselves. Then we have secrets and destinies. Probably gonna forget that by the next time I come up there. Is this the last book? As far as I can see, yes. So probably not. You, Tiny Hallowed Night, Concerningly Symmetrical was that one, wasn't it? No, it was that one. Polygonomicon. I'm sure one of the things that I call that one is correct. Oops. That's a gem is there. So silence is there. Revised again. Desires was the one I just put away. Oops. I saw a couple of these, but it's just a matter of whether I can see them again. Hey, here's our last little toy. Yep. Like I said, I was probably wrong about that being the last book. Oops. Still have one more of those and one more of the dragon head ones. Oops. Pat fingered the Windows button. What are jams in this aisle? One jam there. 2 jams. Where that one? The fuck do I have you? That up. Now where was there? I thought I'd seen more of those than just the 2. You. Cool. Second. Put that back in. Next we'll go with crystals. Now, why don't I just do crystals and these at the same time? They go into basically the same area. There's another jam, and another one, and another one, and another one. Maybe I should start wearing my glasses. See if that helps. Already forgotten where I saw half of those. Those as well. I know there was a there. And there were 2 down here. Right there. Actually, I think there were 5. Where do they disappear to when I'm actively looking for them? There was definitely one more. Gonna be real annoyed when I'm picking up veggies and see it. Now that I'm looking for it, I can't see it, so. Almost done on those ones. max speed. I think I may need to reset my speed each time I level it up. Because I'm definitely moving a lot quicker than I was. So how many berries did I miss this time? Yeah, so something I just learned. When you're upgrading your speed and you've got it toggled on, quickly toggle it off and back on again, and it actually registers that you've upgraded it. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's not uncommon for that to need to be done in games, but oops. Apparently held that in a second too long. Where'd you go? There. Oh, look, another one. Nick, welcome back. We're almost done. We got two big sections left. I don't know whether I'm going to start the third one today. It depends on how much longer this one takes me. Next one, it's probably going to be the one that started it, which is the Arcane Library one. But there's also the possibility that I go on to the Rubber Duck one. Haven't decided. There's also the possibility that by the time I finish this, I've burnt myself out of them, and then who knows what I'll do. 2 more spots. Okay, let's assume that's all of it. Battering ram, trebuchet, battering ram, catapult. How many threads do you reckon I've missed this time? I'm going to say 2. Oops. Well, there's one of them. Seems like it was just the one this time. Okay, on to the potions. For the sake of it, give me... There. All of these have 4 types, all of these only have 4. You're in the back. Okay, there's the second thread. I was correct. You were... Didn't think one of those was right. One of the worst part about the 3 ones is they couldn't even be consistent with the colors that they have. Thank you. Starting to think we didn't have any for back there. Okay. Snakes there. Oops, missed. Don't know if I'd have been able. Did we just get an... Yes. Be getting close to having some of these finished. Cool. 2 sections left. You know you're getting there when you start getting book completions. This place with criminal records was there. On the shelf. I do find it funny that um, the book of magic that we finished first was revised again. We don't have the original or the revised version, but we have the secondarily revised version. Any more of these there? Yeah, I'm gonna be able to see them, but we'll look for more of those little orbs. Giving up looking for all those little orbs. Really? Those are all the big ones, so let's grab a couple of these. Starting to hear that sound a lot more often. Any more of these long vegetables? Still have a while before these start digging off, but we can get close. We've got one more eggplant. Let's get berries. Imagine how much quicker we would have had this done if our sprint had have actually been active this entire time. Sure that once we get around to doing the final store, I'm going to remember to reset it each time because even if we do have enough time to warrant starting it today, we're not going to get to the point where we have all of the carry capacity and are buying the sprints. Any more berries? Yes. Okay, let's assume that's it. Oops. I know what, I'm surprised I haven't done this round so far. Pick up a black wisp wool, thinking it's one of these fruits or veggies. That's what I do. Get over there. Hey, look, another berry. You get to go over there. Hey, look, another berry. You get to go over there. had to say something, didn't I? You move closer. Hey look, another book. You get to go over there. Going to assume that this is the last of the veggies. You're a sweet spot, okay. Let's go with the walls on that now. Those were the scales I was looking at. Zoned out for a second there. You know what? I think for tomorrow's stream I am gonna try it with my glasses on. Just to see if I can actually see shit. Let's do threads next. Even though I really should leave this till last. That way, when I miss them, I don't have to put them away in the middle of doing everything else. Okay, I did finish that drink. Hey, you get to go over there. Apparently this is all the thread there is, so... still on the second row for some of these. There must be a lot in here. Same with that. There's either a lot in this section or there's a lot in the last section. The answer was this section. Oops. Yeah. Jam. Just left. Jeez. Okay. Creatures now. Let's get Where's some more of these? Oh. Just got one battering ram left. Okay, rest should just be potions. Hey, look, there's another. Stand here if it would be better. think this has to be one of the worst ones. I think that was back to the start. Snake. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come out and say we're not getting onto the final store today. Go a lot quicker if I could just throw it at the shelf that it's meant to be stacked on. And it just automatically go on there. Oops. Oops. A little bit higher. And this is the last section. So everything we pick up here should end in a chime. And if it doesn't, then well, we're gonna have to do what we did in the last one and reset the items. Okay, all the big veggies done. Hey, there's our last dragon wood. I'm actually going to... There's definitely at least one that I missed of these longer veggies. But oh well. Oops, that's a carrot, not a squash. Or not. Okay. Butterflies, magic. What is this? Botany for pretty wizards. Yep. Because why not? Still can't make it. Quick studies feel like I haven't seen one of those in ages. My dog has some choice things to say to the neighbors. Destinies, great things. Oops, wrong one. Didn't know I could do that. Gems of the season. Haven't seen this in ages. What was this? There. Ah yes, right next to the mineral. Great things. Keep mixing that up with our apologies. Get off the shelf. Too much sideways momentum there. how many books did I miss? Should have counted these before I came down. What the fuck are they? Because I know we're missing more than just this one. Yeah, we're still missing 4. Finish you yet. Get on the right shot. Oh jeez. So we're still missing one of Ye's shiniest flowers. And that's it. So 4 of those little orbs in 1 book. Still need a yellow and the red one. Oh, for now you go over there. Oops. I've got to pick up quite a few of some of these. Yeah, the weird thing is I don't think I'm double pressing spacebar. Hey, there's our last book. Need the red one. Three left. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. That should be all of them. You're blacked out. Yep. Yeah, that's all done. What we got left? We got one garlic and one yellow, well, orange capsicum. There it is. Okay, that's fruits and veg all done. Or veg and berries. Okay, so this store's taking me about 5 hours to what the. And considering the final store is only 1,000 more than this one, it shouldn't take that much longer. Oops. Yeah, we actually got everything first attempt. Still haven't found that last orb. I felt like I was missing one. You're done. You're done. This side is done. Completely done. Cool. Six wolves left. 7 of the tufts. 9 of the scales. Oh, that's all those. Put those away when we've got an empty inventory. Did I ever pick? Apparently I did. You know, 7 things in my Okay, jams. Ugh. It's 2. One's right there. That's it. Could have done that all in one. Actually, don't remember if I had 2 or 1 slot free. So we didn't have somewhere. Just see it. Oh well. We have 122 left. Do we even have anything for back here? The answer is no. Fish. Yeah, so it turns out knowing exactly how many of each item to expect makes cleanup a lot easier. Because once I started counting, I was able to collect most of them in one attempt. Let's go. Hey, there's nothing for that back row. Just when I saw... Well, there was. There's actually a couple things. I just stopped paying attention right at the end. Yeah, that sounds like me. Scarab. Snake. Hey, there's a last squid. How are you only just now starting your final row? Yeah, I want to say I've gone through all of it. Side. This is the green one. That's also the green one. I have a feeling that's going to be our last one to finish. Snakes are over here. Oops. Maybe not based off of this hand. Please. There. so long since I'd seen one, I'd forgot where that was. I think there was any. There was that. Okay, got 22 left. Well, that one's done. Final hit. There we go. And 4 hours and 45 minutes, let's say, because that's actually rounding up because of how far after the hour we finished the first one yesterday, but not bad. The final one, like I said, it's only what, 78 more? No, 978 more. Is that correct? 40, 66 minus 30, 88. Yeah, 978. I needed to make sure that math was correct. For no reason other than my own desire. But okay. So we now have the no mana gem. I'm not gonna do the timed or the archmage. Archmage just means you've got everything unlocked from the start, and timed is just the same as casual, except there's a timer at the top. It does absolutely nothing to change it. I did all of them for the first one. Probably going to keep it at just the out of mana mode for these last two. But let's load in, because there's actually quite a few differences with this one. So, for one, we've got 4 shelves of creatures, double the amount of creatures. Got double the amount of siege weapons. Got axes. Swords. Several more variants of swords. Hammers. Daggers still. Bows. Wands, staves, books, they're all the same. Double the amount of orbs. one extra shelf on each of these, and so 4 extra double-sided shelves in total for potions. Brews, cheeses, these are all the same. The refined ones are the same. The ores are the same. Double, not quite double. I think there's like 4 extra types of, it's either 4 or 6 extra types of berries. Several more. I actually don't know if there are more veggies. Jams are actually displayed next to each other. Crystals are separated. Yeah. There's also 4 eggs, I think? Or is it 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 eggs. So yeah, there's quite a few new things. But as I said, some things were taken out as well. Specifically some of the types of potions, and they were traded for other ones. Like that's a new one right there. So is that one. So is that one. There's one of the new orbs. There's one of the brews. There's one of the new types of berries. Looking for one of the oak heart. There. That one. There is only this type of one. The other 2 were taken out. But anyway, we're going to be starting this one tomorrow. It will probably take us 2 streams to get through. And if need be, I'll push the second stream a little bit longer, just so that we actually get it done, assuming we're close. But with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.